Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So, for today, I'm gonna show you guys my current tank setup that I use for my arena team. So, let's get into it. So, as you guys know, with the recent release of Karl, who now gives his allies all universal heroes a 30% chance to resist debuff and decrease damage taken from offensive heroes for all universal type heroes by 50%. He's actually pretty good of a passive to add into your team. Ever since his release, people have been taking out Evan and Rudy out of their tank team because he provides defensive buff you actually need to survive. And without Rudy or Evan there, just waste turn from their shield casting. It actually lets you apply debuff and debuff much quicker to kill offensive team with that debuff. So, as of now, most of the players in Legend, at least in global server, has switched over to the Karl, Nox, Rook, Alicia, Karen tank team. There are still Chancellor teams left. They're still really strong and can one-shot your team. Besides that, there has been a rise to a few Magic teams from what I've noticed, but those don't work out well because most Magic teams just get completely destroyed by this team. So, I'll go into my gear set real quick. So it should be quite typical. Speed, Karen, HP, Death. CC's okay, but Death is probably better. Recovery skill, block rate, life deal. If you don't have recovery skill, use counter rate. Limit broken wise, focus on defense. This is not necessary unless you have extra rubies that you want to just waste, like me, so yeah. Karl should be typical too. Speed, HP, death, lethal rate, block rate, damage reduction. This can be life steal, this can be counter rate, whatever works, but preferably you need this. Helps us survive quite a bit. Limit break, same here, try to get HP, defense, this is not necessary. Rook, he should be your main counter hero, mainly because Rook has the highest base HP, highest base defense. So even if he goes counter, he's actually tanky enough to survive, which shouldn't be a problem with him because he gives himself a 3k shield every single time. Typical speed, counter death. No other option. Must have counter death. Dual rate, counter rate, life steal, skill cooldown. Skill cooldown is pretty important because his shield is 150-second cooldown. With skill cooldown reduction, it removes 15 seconds of it, which makes it 135. And Karl even shortens it even more with a certain 30-second cooldown reduction. So I think the skill cooldown for Nox Rook is pretty important. It gives you guys a team a CC immunity along with his 3k shield. So that's no question asked there. Typical HP not needed. I say it again. Most tank teams focus on HP and defense. Alicia, speed, HP. She's been running that forever. Accessory wise, HP death. You can also use void shield death. Either works. I like HP death better, but that's just my own preference. Dual wise, block rate, life steal. Preferably probably counter rate instead of lethal right here. She doesn't really need much lethal. Nox, lethal, HP. Accessory wise, you can either use HP death or lethal death, but I think HP death will probably be better because 2 weapons, lethal 70%, plus 20% from duels, you already have 90% lethal, plus 10% from masteries, you already have 100% lethal, so any more is just way too excessive, more than you actually need, and his duel should be cooldown, block reduction, no questions there. He's just too useful with skill cooldown, tankiness. Same thing with limit break. And yeah, that's my setup for now. For setup wise, I put Karen in a safe spot just so she can be safe, and then when she's the last to live, she can use her awakening skill and revive everyone. Rook up here, mainly because this makes my Rook have a higher attack than my Karen, so my Karen doesn't get targeted. You got Nox, Alicia in the front because their attack is already high. Don't need them in the back because you want them to already be targeted by Mihos or Kahan 3-man target skills. Pet wise, I use Rue. He's probably the best pet I have. I would use a 6-star Rue if I actually tried to pay to win this game, but it's not worth it. So 5-star Rue is good enough for me. If not, just use a Roko pet or a Poppy. HP increase is always good. So yeah, mastery wise, this is the third page, all defensive down. This is the first page, all defensive down. Second page, it should be everything defensive except for the crit rate decrease and decrease physical and magic attack ball enemies. So yeah, this is my setup for the global server. Currently I'm rank 4, even though it probably doesn't mean anything because everybody's all running the same goddamn team. So I guess it's just more about how much arena you play to get into legend rank, and also like RNG on your side too. So I'll do a quick match. Like for example, this is my Guilty Blue, rank 2 on global, highest speed team. I'll go and fight him to show how the match usually goes. So most matches go, Karl Heron will start off with his buff removal, but if any chance that Chancellor actually uses chest cut first before any of the other skills, you actually lose because he does way too much damage. But most of the time it doesn't happen. It's usually Yunhee or Miho casting skill because of the lethal priority. Chancellor should not have more lethal than Miho, so Miho should be the one using the skill. So yeah, there you go. Karl Heron buff removal, pierce reduction damage. And then comes Miho's skill because she has the next highest lethal priority. So she usually skills first or second. And then usually, unless this happens, this is why some people run Chris over Garen, because Chris doesn't waste turn just healing, and also doesn't get one shot from Chancellor's one shot skill. And usually you pop shield. Ryan's skill usually does no damage because you have the offensive hero reduction. And then at this point, this is just a buff removal race. You either apply debuff fast enough to the enemy team, or you just lose from how much damage you take. So from this match, it should be going pretty well. If my Chancellor does the stun hill next, I should have a higher chance of winning. Or Alicia's skill is also nice. But if Karl Heron was actually to use this skill, it would actually be wasting one of my turn, giving the enemy team a higher chance to winning. So yeah, right now his Kyle is the one skilling, which does no damage. And here comes the Warring Shield. This should stun 4 I think. No, 3. Ryan somehow resisted it. And yeah, because his Chancellor did not use any of his skills, chest cut especially early, this game's now in my favor and now is in my chance to win. From here on now, it's just a drag fest until all the death debuffs applied on him and actually win the game. And yes, I forgot to mention that Karen still takes a crap ton of damage because she does not give the defense reduction that you get from Karl Heron because she's not a universal hero. But usually at this point I should have won because most of the team is either death applied or CC'd by now. Alright. No need to drag on this game, I pretty much won it, so I'm leaving. So, another team step that some people actually like using is the fact of using Chris solo front, but this is where you use full counter on Chris. Make sure that Chris has the highest counter on your team. Where's my Chris at? Oh, there he is. So what you do is have Chris in the solo front, highest counter, and have him be the one targeted most of the time and just counter. Because Chris has a passive where he applies def on his auto attack and accessory wise, he actually sometimes insta to kill people when you put him in the front. So for example, I'm gonna switch to that formation real quick. Take out Karen, don't use Karen. Put in Chris, put him in the front, along with Alicia in the safe spot, and the setup should be something like this. This is also another popular setup. It's actually much stronger against physical team than what Karen is, but the thing about this team comp is what I showcased in my last video is that it's not very great against Karen, Karl, Heron, because against Karen you need a buff removal 6 turns before you can actually apply death debuff. With this comp, you only need a buff removal one time, 2 turns. You're already going to be CC'd really soon. So that's why most of the people in global have already started to switch over to Karen Karl. Karen Karl is much more much more safer against both tank teams. Against tank team, but you lose out by being weaker to physical team because of Karn most of the time wasting her skills turn healing, and she's much squishier than Chris. But yeah, this is what global server arena is right now. I'm hoping that physical teams. I'm hoping that Magic Team will come to a rise soon, but I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon, unless they somehow release a way for tank teams to completely dominate over physical teams. Magic Team won't make too much of an appearance soon. So once physical teams are gone because of the amount of tank teams, Magic Teams will definitely show up and shine with their release, because there's no for this team or any tank team in general, it's near impossible for them to win against Magic Team because of the amount of damage they take. So yeah, this is my setup for current global arena meta. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you have any more questions, just go ahead and ask me. I'll try my best to answer as I can. So thanks for watching, guys.